Hello guys, let's do a quick recap of today's trade with LCID. I took it both sides, long and short. At the start of the session, um, my algo didn't work, so I didn't want to miss the reversal, so I took bad entries. Took it too early here, and then it was good, but a little bit too late. A little bit average down. It's risky. And when I see the profit, I exit immediately and left 200 shares to this area, a zone of like resistance, and you see later. And then again, I enter for the break of the 40 and exit immediately. At an exit point, I saw some again resistance. Let me see. Let me give you here. So I sold here. Sorry guys, I'm still sick. And then I made mistakes. I see the moving down, so I thought it will bounce, and it didn't. And it just pushed down, and I bought again to average down. And again, I didn't bought it on the exact, and I knew it's too risky, so immediately when I see a little bit profit, I sold most of the shares and left 500, and then I stopped out. So basically, I didn't do much with this trade. And then I made another mistake here and here, and I sold all here with a loss. So this one gave me about, I think it was until here, $900. And then here I lost about $500, something like this. And then I waited with my algo, and my algo gave me indication to go short here, and I did, and it was perfectly executed. So I went mid most of the shares here, and I see my algo give me indication of the 38, so I put it here, the last 200 shares. And then I waited and waited because I don't like to take the second push to the downside. And I wasn't near the screen, so in this area I prepare myself to an entry in the 36.75 area. This was a key level for me. And then I saw the divergence occurring, and I'm trading the 15 seconds for the entry. And this was handling perfectly with my algo, although my algo didn't give me the exact indication of going long. It did give me the get ready and set. It didn't give me the go, but I did. Where it is? Let me just check here. Yeah. What I saw, and I moved to the 15 seconds now, and this will be some, let's say, short lesson. Okay, what I saw here, why I enter here. First, I was preparing myself with a key area of support, the 36.75. So it was near my zone. And then I saw this volume coming in to the stock. You see, there is a big volume in this area. There is a medium volume in this area. And this is the break. And you see here, this is again a break. And then you see big volume with a small candle, which means there is a lot of buying pressure, which means the the big computers with the big orders buying here. And I waited. I didn't enter here. First, my algo didn't give me, this is for my algo, this is the get ready. And then there was another push. A perfectly handled entry was if the stock was bouncing from here. Like if it was stop here and then make a green candle, I would enter here. But then I saw the stock. Let me erase. I saw the stock you see here. This is the 15 seconds. Imagine it was red and then buy and then it was green, move to the upside. And then it move and close. And this is a green candle, inside candle. And you see the volume here. So this is one, you see here, this is a 100,000 shares of buying power, and then I enter with them. And why is that? Because usually you see the trend is down, and you see there is you see the divergence is occurring. This area is a buying power, which tried to push the stock above the 50 and failed. So, and again, try to push the stock higher and failed. So sometimes like what the algos and big holding shares, what they like to do, they are entering, and because they are entering and they want to buy more shares and to secure their position of other computers won't push the stock down, what they do, basically like I did, they moving up, they sell, and probably you will see here 1/100 of selling. So this is like 300,000 shares, and this will be probably, yes, third. You see, this is a third, and now they are selling. So they made some profit, and then they buying with again 100 share to push the stock higher, and this give all the retail traders and the entry point and indication that now the institute like to push the stock higher, and this is what it did. So I enter perfectly here, and it's risky because it can do something like this and another attempt, but the stop loss is very small. The stop loss is very small, and this is why I enter with big size. For me, it's a big size. And the main reason why I exit 75% of my position here, I want to exit a little bit more, but I couldn't get the price. And with the 500 shares, I waited. So now this is the stop loss, and you don't move it because you want to see if the formation is break, and you see it on the 15 seconds how it's slow. They are buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling, then selling again here, because you see here some sort of resistance, but they are keeping buying from here because they don't want to break their the movement of the stock, because if it was reaching here, the stock could continue lower. So they didn't let they just make sure the stock won't move lower. So they buy, sell, buy, sell, buy. They make some noise. This is a noise accumulation. They want to accumulate more stocks because now they bought here and they buy here. So the average price is there. See how it's the average price? You know what? Let's check exactly. This is it. 37, let's assume they bought most of the stocks. And this is here 36.85. So the average is between 95, 93, something like this. This is 96, 96, 95. So they make sure they are buying at the exact uh, position, so they won't have any chance to lose 1 cent, because this is, they accumulate a lot of stocks here. So probably the position now is 500,000 shares, something like this. And then it move higher again, find again the same resistance. And now in order for them to break, they need to hunt the stop losses for uh, the buy. So what they do, they move the stock higher, higher. There are probably some stop losses of the short sellers, and they bought it, and then when they buying here, the average price is moving with them. And then what they do, they want to make like a short position. So they drop the price below this candle. They buy again to give the opportunity of the short sellers to come with a very small stop loss. So they are probably shorting here the stock with a stop loss here. And then they move the stock down. They buy a little more. So now the average price is moving to this area. And when they buy and see what happened here, boom, it hits all the stop losses of the short seller. So it's all buying, 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 buying. And from here, I exit another 300 shares because it was a little bit too long of a trade. I like to be something like this, going with the 15 seconds, not something like this, going sideways too long. So I exit a little bit more, and I move my, you will see it in, I have a video of it, live video. And then I exit. I want to exit at the 3760 because I told you this is key level. You see here, this is a volume, this is a key level. Let's hope I will draw a straight line almost. And the next key level is here. So I exit here. Also my algo give me. Of course, I could leave the left 100 shares to leave it to enjoy 50 cents or more. And this is a short squeeze because a lot of stop losses was of the short seller was here. So basically, they bought all of them and they sell into the pressure here, so they make a lot of profit. And because they made a lot of profit, they could manage to push the stock higher later. Show you. Let me go again to the 1 minute. So I did this move with a lot of share. So you see, they made it 38.50. Pressure again. And basically, people wait for the stock to go short again. So they put the stop losses here or maybe here, so it bounce again. And because they made all the money, they have the power to push the stock higher. We just averaging down the price because you remember the average price was here, and then it was here, and from here I think it was something less here, and from here you see they didn't, they just short squeeze, they bought here, so the average price is here, and see where the stock stopped to move down. and they continue buying. This is accumulation again. People who took short stopped out, and boom. And again, accumulation. And it will not have enough power, I think, to take another attempt. It needs to break, and probably this is the area of the VWAP, probably. So this trade perfectly handled. First, I entered a little bit risky because my algo again didn't give me the exact indication to enter. It gave me get ready and get set, and I took the risk because I see in the 15 seconds the candle, if you remember, the gray candle with the big volume. So I knew the buyers are in the house. They won't let the stocks to drop. So I immediately took most of the profit and I ride it. And this was give me again a lot of the profit back. So this is it, guys. Hope you like it. It was 16 minutes. Oh my god. So see you guys later.